Good afternoon, guys. This will be it for the day. For those of you who'd like to boost your immune system, go to Alaska Chaga, click on the link, and remember you get 10% off and free freight. And for those of you who like to help our veterans, go to Hero Soap Company. They're owned by veterans, and they give part of their profits to veterans down on their luck, and they make some great all-natural soap products. And then if you'd like to check out some CBD oil products, go to martinbrodellcbd.com. And why would you want to buy these CBD oil products? Simple. They're pure. They don't have any fillers in them, which is why so many more people have success with these products as opposed to other CBD oil products. Let's move on to, let's start with Bette Midler. So she told her 2 million Twitter followers that former President Donald Trump, who's still the president by the way, killed people at the insurrection. So obviously she knows it was all a hoax. It was all put on by the Democrats. So my only question is this. So how are people going to react, her followers, when they find out that she lied through her teeth? That she knew all along that it was a hoax, that it was all along put on by the Democrats. And Pelosi and Muriel Bowser knew all about it. What are they going to do? Well, they're not going to do anything. They will unfollow her, and that's it. Now, the $2 question here is, what is it that she has in her closet? Is she just stupid, or does she have things in her closet? And my guess is, I think she's just stupid. She may have child trafficking. I don't know. Some of the people, like Clooney and some of the others, they are dead silent. They are absolutely silent. So, anyway, it'll be interesting. Very interesting indeed. Quite the movie. I'm tired of the movie, and I'd like it to come to an end. But it'll end when they want it to. And then Trump acquitted again of impeachment. Sore loser Romney joins fellow Democrats to vote in to impeach. Look, Romney, as we know, is part of child trafficking. That's what he's got in his closet. He and his wife, I do believe. And there's a lot of people that do. You know, Brenda and I were talking this morning about how many people are involved in child trafficking and pedophilia. It's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Georgia legislature considers bill banning Zuckerberg-funded private election administration donations. So Georgia State Rep. Joseph Gullett introduced a bill to the Georgia House of Representatives that would ban private funding for the administration of federal, state, and local elections. That's a great idea. Get the big money the hell out of there. Absolutely. Now, so what's going to happen with the governor and Raffensperger? They're toast. Look, Lynn Wood has already stated what's going to happen to them. They're going to prison, and a whole lot of others are going to go there as well. And then Graham's gambit on witnesses. The GOP has better trial lawyers in the Senate than do the Democrats. Well, it's not just a matter of having better lawyers, but better material. They have the truth to work with. All that the Democrats had was it was just a pack of lies. It was a bunch of made up crap. That's all they had. So in the case, in this scenario here, where you have everything just being put out there, well, guess what? The truth is going to win out every time. And then moving on, Buffalo police officers confronted by surly left-wing activists at Black Lives Matter rally have charges dismissed. So it says two Buffalo, New York police officers whose case went viral after a confrontation with a surly left-wing activist at a Black Lives Matter rally last summer have had their assault charges dropped. Officers Aaron Torgalowski and Robert McCabe were charged with assault after 75-year-old protester Martin Gugino attempted to obstruct them as they prepared to deal with BLM rioters at Niagara Square. Gugino took a hard fall, and the mob demanded the scalps of the 2 officers. However, the rule of law prevailed over the mob this time around. A grand jury voted to no bill the case, which means the charges will be dismissed, as well as they should be. And the guy is a professional protester. And there's a lot of questions about whether he even hit his head. But you know something? I really don't care. The guy's a jerk. He's just a major jerk. That's all. And if he did get his head thumped, he had it coming. And then fake national populist Marco Rubio promotes gun grab. Rubio continues as a sellout. He is indeed. And once again, we're really seeing everybody is parting waves here. You have those people, those few people that have the guts to stay with Trump, the guts and the brains, and the integrity. And then you have those who have no integrity, no guts, and no brains. And they will pay a price. And then the Fight for the Soul of Seattle documentary details impact of left-wing governance and anarcho-tyranny. Seattle has become the capital of anarcho-tyranny. Well, that along with Portland. And here you have all these people all over the place. I mean, just homeless everywhere, camped out. And yeah, it's sickening. They don't want to help. Number one, we need jobs. And that's what President Trump was doing. He was getting jobs for all these people. And now that's come to a complete halt. And I know everybody says, well, if it's a movie, Martin, then why are they allowing the fake Biden to do what he's doing? Because they have their reasons. And the reason is they want people to wake up. They need more people to wake up and realize that these are really crazy people. They're really nutsy. And in order for the military to move, to do what they need to do, like what they did over in Myanmar, they need people to be wide awake. They know they're not going to get everybody, but they want the majority to be right with them. And that way, when they start to explain things to people, then they go, oh, okay, I get it. And then this. Initially, she thought she was being a paranoid parent when she first suspected it could mean something more sinister, but later realized that something was seriously wrong when the infant went off his food. I just thought I was being paranoid parent, but it turned out I wasn't, said Laura, a project assistant from a COM New York, or COM York. Originally, I didn't want to take him to A&E because I thought we just had a great baby who was just really chilled out. Normally, a baby will scream when you put them down or will cry when you change their nappy. But Roman didn't do that, she added. You would put him down in his Moses blanket and he would just be very calm and would seem absolutely fine. At first, we didn't think anything of it, but then his feeding started to drop and it got to the point where he was taking less and less than 1 ounce of milk. Roman was born in the early hours of the morning on Monday, April 6th, and after everything had gone successfully, the family were discharged and sent home later that day. But just 2 days later, Laura began to suspect that something wasn't right and decided she would wait until the following day to flag her concerns with her midwife. And however, through the night, she became more concerned with Roman's condition and took him to York Hospital, A&E, in the early hours of the morning. But they were soon transferred to a specialist team at Leeds General Infirmary. After further tests in Leeds, the family's worst fears were confirmed, that Roman had an unnamed rare metabolic disorder that would be life-limiting, and even with grueling treatment and procedures, his chances of survival were lower than 1%. It was a perfectly healthy pregnancy. There were no telltale signs of that anything was wrong, and the birth all went to plan, Laura said. We got home at lunchtime after he was born at 4 a.m. in the morning that day, and he seemed perfectly fine. Nothing was wrong. It was only a few days later that I thought something wasn't right when he had been sick after his feed, and I realized his feeding had kept dropping to the point where he would only drink less than 1 ounce of milk. And anyway, It was, we asked the doctors, what are the chances of Roman coming through this and being a perfectly healthy baby? And it was less than 1% chance. It was a choice between letting him go or putting him through agonizing procedures to try and extend his life. But the chances of his survival were so low, it didn't seem fair to put him through that. It's a decision that no parent should ever have to go through. After making the heart-wrenching decision to discharge Roman and move him to Martin House Children's Hospice in Boston Spa, Westbrook, West York, the family were able to spend some precious final moments with their baby boy before he passed just after 9 p.m. on Friday, April 10th, and may he rest in peace. Due to lockdown restrictions at the time of his death, the family could only have 5 people at Roman's funeral and were unable to have a wake after the graveside service or even see friends and family for support. Now the family is planning to hold a Memorial Day for those who never met Roman or got to say goodbye after the tragic tot was robbed at his funeral. Well, that's tough. That's tough. And yeah, that's hard. You know, one of the things that for people who don't understand the truth about this virus and the everything about it and what a scam it's been, they're going to have the hardest time. People who've been just gobbling up the crap from CNN and MSNBC, they're going to have the hardest time. Some of them, they're never going to wake up. But sooner or later, most people will. Most of these people who don't want to, they will come around. And but boy, it's going to be a fascinating time, folks. Fascinating. And there are so many twists and turns to this thing. Anyway, that's all for tonight, I believe. Let me check here. Yes, that is it for the day. God bless y'all. Have a great night, and I will see you probably on Monday, unless something major happens, but I'll probably see you Monday. You guys all have a great Valentine's Day and enjoy it. God bless y'all. Bye-bye now.